The Knights ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The offense set for a first down play. Unloads quickly. And they'll finally catch up to it.
First down.
For a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll run it out of the shotgun. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for you.
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
Well, the quarterback was trying to do his best, did a great job shaking a few defenders, but ultimately it was that pursuit by the defense that got home.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got a man, it's Daniels. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First down for the offense. The give out of the gun. Dances away from one. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. He's looking to throw it. Floating away. Gets away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And Nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Pulls and fired complete. It's a fumble. And he gets back on top of it and averts disaster.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a crease to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Brown will throw it. Firing to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he's not going to get a lot of chances like that. He was in position to make the play in the end zone, put a touchdown up on the board for his team, and he drops the pass.
Got it set up on the outside. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Caught close to the marker. It's Pittman. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The Knights have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal for this offense. Direct snap. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Knights! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Fair catch called for and made. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the shotgun, the inside give. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. He just didn't. Get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we can get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, UCF.
The Knights send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
After the misfire, now on second down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. This time on target. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him to throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the Gators have their offense in high gear. Looking for room, it's Daniels. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
Do they have another 3rd down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They believe they can run right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, bringing all these tight ends in the game, you'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Catch in the middle, it's Burke. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Brown wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Going up top on 1st down. Showing the arm straight down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They're going to throw it again. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, UCF! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, but I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Finds the tight end. They get him down after he makes the catch. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Glagway. The sweet feet buy a little time. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
Well, that is one when they watch film next week that receiver is going to wish he had back. That quarterback had all day to throw the football. That was basically 7-on-7. There was no one near the QB. Receiver's got to make the catch.
Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He lets one fly deep. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Knights!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, you can keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Brown will throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Here's the handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third down, going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this. Way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get your shot.
Got it in the middle. It's Ashley. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It is good! And that lead grows even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Keeps it himself and gets to first. They run him out of bounds after a tremendous pickup on the play.
All right, it's decision time. So when you got a guy that can take off and do that against you, you got to decide whether you need more fast guys on the field. Your defensive linemen have no shot. Your linebackers have very little chance of catching this quarterback because he's so special. You better put some more speed on the field.
Hey, get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Dropping back, it's Lagway. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. And the Gators want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Just going to keep it after the snap.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, you can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Snatch it quickly on the left. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, they're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll go to the ground. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
To the air, it's Lagway. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Gators will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep.
Returner runs out of bounds.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
He's got an open man. Still running at the 40. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The give from the gun. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Virginia Tech managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Blacksburg had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Catch in the middle. It's Burke. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's 3rd down.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head starting to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it, and they convert. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
UCF 31, Florida 14.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it down the left. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll call for the fair catch here. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They're going to run it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. Brown wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Quarterback checking the play. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Quickly complete. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. Looking deep. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Snags it over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
And that one's incomplete. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Complete to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Finds his man. It's Wilson. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, and get out of here with a W.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Calls his own number. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Headed to the end zone, and he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Knights! Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
Man, it's your job to stop them. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air, it's Lagway. He wants a big play here late. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Snagged in the middle. It's Burke. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they...